never heard him publicly make before. The trade war is on, and for Justin Trudeau, the gloves are off.
It's not in my habit to agree with the Wall Street Journal. But Donald, they point out that even though you're a very smart guy, this is a very dumb thing to do.
The Prime Minister calling out Donald Trump like never before, and his audience not just Canadian, the message carried live across the U.S.
Excuse that he's giving for these Paris tariffs today of fentanyl is completely bogus, completely unjustified, completely false.
The real reason, Trudeau says, is what Trump's repeatedly said before.
What he wants is to see a total collapse of the Canadian economy, because that'll make it easier to annex us.
All this, Trudeau says, as Trump moves America away from its allies and closer to Moscow.
They're talking about working positively with Russia, appeasing Vladimir Putin, a lying, murderous dictator. Make that make sense.
Canada is fighting back, starting with tariffs on $30 billion worth of U.S. goods, including everything from groceries to alcohol to guns, with a promise to increase that number to $155 billion in a few weeks.
President Trump stabbed America's best friend in the back.
Conservatives want any money from the retaliatory tariffs to go towards tax cuts,
with a small sum set aside for targeted relief to workers hardest hit by the trade war.
But the NDP says that doesn't make sense.
If you cut someone's taxes, they have no income, what's the point? I'm talking about getting people the protection in place that they need so they can actually survive.
The Prime Minister was blunt, saying that this trade war will be tough for Canadians, but his message for Americans is that they will suffer too, and it's because of the decision that their government is making.
And so, Ashley, what else is the Canadian government doing in this moment?
Well, Adrian, Trudeau said they plan on expanding EI benefits to help Canadians, but has yet to announce the details, and said the government will legally challenge what he called America's illegal actions at the World Trade Organization and through the Canada-US-Mexico trade agreement. And for his part, Trump tonight threatened to expand and escalate this trade war even more, saying he'll reciprocate against any retaliatory tariffs. Adrian?
And so it goes. All right, Ashley Burke in Ottawa, thank you. Now, as they have been since the tariff threat began, Canada's premiers are on the front lines of that fight, part of a Team Canada approach. Olivia Stefanovich shows us their battle plans.
A premier's pride on defiant display.
Oh, Canada,